couple of years ago, should you have wanted to start your luxury journey, delve headfirst into the world of designer goods, you could walk into any of the big name brands and pick up a wallet, maybe let's say, for $300/pounds. Now that same offering of wallets is $500 and up. Such is the world of luxury. We've talked a lot about luxury pricing and the fact that just everything is so expensive now. But what is quite interesting is the new accessories that the brands are sort of positioning as their introductory / beginner luxury items, and why that may be. I was on the Prada website the other day and I was like, oh, how much is this Prada hat? A hat, right? Just an easy little accessory. It was made out of canvas. I thought, how expensive could this be? $795. What? Yes, you heard me correctly. A canvas cap. No embellishment, no razzle dazzle. I thought, oh, maybe a smattering of crystals. No, Cassie, that's just a canvas baseball cap. So what are the items that are now those first steps on the luxury ladder, as it were? Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably gonna love it here. So head on there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Let's talk about the biggest trend in bags full stop, and that is bag charms. Bag charms have blown up in popularity in 2024. It's like the Little Mermaid when she's combing her and she's like, I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Yes, many a gadget, many a gizmo, many a doodad and what's it are hanging on the front of these bags. I've done a whole video sort of like diving into the trend and also giving you some suggestions on bag charms that you might be interested in. I'll have that link below, but today it's more about the fact that this is one of those quote-unquote introductory luxury pieces that brands are offering to us in place of other items that were there once before. And when I'm talking about like introductory or like beginner luxury items, this isn't just to say that it is only people who are starting their journey or, you know, dipping their toe into luxury fashion are buying. No matter how far along you are, and you may be a luxury aficionado, you might still be interested in bag charms as well, but I'm just sort of looking at it from the angle of, right, if you are looking for those more approachable pieces, what is there now that these brands are giving us? Now, when it comes to the bag charms, there's a lot in terms of range of design as to what you're seeing out there. One main reason that these are so popular is the personalization aspect and customization and making something feel unique to you and that differentiates your bag, in this case, apart from the others. Social media has meant that we see a lot of these high ticket items all of the time. And there are probably more people now than 10 years ago buying luxury. You do tend to see like the same pieces over and over again. So this is a way for people to make their mark, make their piece feel a bit different from everybody else's. But also with the whole quiet luxury trend and basically people focusing on those pieces that are less trendy and more classic and timeless, if you look at the sort of bags that a lot of these brands are coming out with, a lot of the offerings are very simple bag styles, very easy bag styles, bags that maybe therefore will stand the test of time in terms of trends more than styles with a bit more personality, shall we say. Bag charms allow you to then jazz up quite a simple bag, put your own stamp on it, but if you did want to tone it down a little bit, all you have to do is take them off. So it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to play with a piece. What this trend allows you to do, especially if you're dipping your toe into luxury, is you can buy a $300 Louis Vuitton bag charm and put it on a contemporary designer bag, an unbranded bag, whatever that may be, because there's not meant to be any rhyme or reason with this trend. And so this is why this is a good item to open the doors. Now, another way that we're seeing this, and this sort of crosses over from bag charms into something else, so stick with me, is added functionality. And brands are now doing this through these little bag charms that are mini bags, essentially. They are baby versions of bigger bags that they make, and it's this very cute big sister, little sister situation hanging off the side of a bag. And whilst some of these are being marketed as bag charms, they are just essentially mini bags. And this is where I come in, okay? Because I am the self-appointed queen of TBE, Tiny Bag Energy. It would be my specialist subject on Mastermind. And whilst I understand that it involves some conversion, right? And for some people, it's just never going to make sense to downsize all of these random things that you have inside of your bag into really 3 items. Your cards, your keys, maybe a little lip balm. That's all you're getting in half the time. When it comes to phones, some people really want to make sure that their phone fits, and some people, like me, my phone's not even here, just hold their phone or use a pop socket or whatever, or put it in a pocket, whatever it may be, right? Micro bags, tiny bags, really took off, I would say, in like 2017. And a lot of people thought it was a passing trend. Oh, it'll be over soon, and how useful are these things and all of that. But they have really withstood a lot of trend waves because they fill this void. They are also seen to be an introductory piece to start your luxury journey. A Miu Miu Arcady bag, which is £2,100, you can get a tiny version of that for £810. Your cards fit, you can put your little lip gloss in there, maybe a mint, whatever it is, your keys, and you're good to go. Loro Piana has even jumped on this trend, and you know me, like, I sort of see Loro Piana in the same category as Hermes, which is like, look at you jumping onto a trend. This isn't like you, but I like it, it's a bit different. They've come out with the extra pocket bag charm, which is a snack size version of it, the like L19, let's say, and it comes with this detachable chain. So you can put the chain on, you can attach it to the outside of the bag, you've got this cute double bag situation, or you can take the chain off of it and it's an entirely new tiny little bag in itself, right? Now, that tiny bag is $1,000 and the L19 I think is $2,500. Again, it's a little bit of a more palatable price point should you want to dip your toe into Loro Piana as a brand or luxury in general. I am a very big fan of Fendi's Nano Baguette, and I've got one more here. I love this little thing, clearly. The amount of times that if I have been wanting to go to the post office, running a little errand, going to grab a coffee or a sweet treat or whatever it may be, I will just put my cards raw in there, and by raw I mean no card holder, raw cards, keys, like I said, a little lip balm, snap it on, and I will loop it to my belt loop on my trousers, jeans, whatever it is, and I'm hands-free and I'm good to go and I'm having a great time. This is all I need, right? But these brands know that this is also a nice little introductory thing because this especially comes with a little crossbody strap, right? I know it doesn't look like much, it is a crossbody strap. This one's got a bit more of a substantial one because it has a built-in top handle and whatever else. It does have like a leather strap that goes with it. Not only do they have the functionality of being looped onto a bag, that's how these are mainly marketed. You'll not really see them in an ad campaign of people wearing them as such, but they will be looped onto a bag, but you can wear them as separate bags as well. I've been suspecting that Chanel has been doing this for a few years now. I love the fact that I use the word suspect as though I am some sort of luxury sleuth of sorts. I am not. With Chanel's egregious price increases over the last couple of years, to buy a Chanel bag now, for a classic flap you're looking at 10 grand or whatever ridiculous price it is. For a seasonal bag, you might get one that's like 3,500, but most of the time you're going to be looking at 4,000 to 5,000, right? However, they've got the small leather goods section. And I know that you might be sitting there going, small leather goods is wallets and card holders, Cassie, sort yourself out. No, because they've been ferreting away little... Where is that? Oh, I used it today. They have been ferreting away little mini bags into the small leather goods section. And because it's classified as small leather good and not as a full-blown bag, the price doesn't make you cry as much. You might shed one tear, but it's yeah, you're not going to be crying as much as you are for the other one. So again, Whether you're interested in the brand or in luxury in general, these are the little sorts of accessories and things that they are putting in front of us to get the mouth watering a bit. This doesn't include things like beauty. I think that's a sort of separate thing that, to be honest with you, I just don't know enough about. But that is a sort of pipeline. It's like a gateway. It's a gateway product, isn't it? You know, not quite a well, some may call it a gateway drug in some respects. But I have mentioned the versatility of some of these pieces, right? The mini bag, the bag charms, whatever. There is also another item that has been around forever, but I think has grown in popularity recently, and I do have a little bit of a fact. The humble brooch, ladies and gentlemen, is finally being dusted off and is being given a bit of a chance. So, My Teresa's Chief Commercial and Sustainability Officer, Richard Johnson, recently said in an article on Vogue Business, our anagram brooches, particularly those from YSL and Loewe, are performing exceptionally well. And this is not surprising to me because whilst we may be used to seeing them on a blazer, a jacket, if you think of a brooch, you think over the left titty. I don't know why, but we have just been conditioned to just put it there every time. But there are more creative ways of styling brooches. I came across this girl on Instagram who was styling her Loewe brooch 5 different ways, nipping together on a very simple tank top that is maybe, I don't know, $30, $20, whatever it is, gathering sections to sort of make like an asymmetrical moment. I was super impressed. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. People wearing it as, you know, like a hair ornament of sorts. You can be really creative with this really simple little accessory that once again gets your foot on the ladder, and because you can use it in so many different ways, you get that value for money, you get that cost per wear down, and it feels like a better use of your money. For example, Schiaparelli. Schiaparelli is just like the epitome for me. Like, I love it. I love everything about it. I love Daniel Roseberry. I love his family. Have you seen his family? They're all very sweet and supportive. It's lovely. It's just magic and fantasy and everything I love about fashion, right? However, it is exceptionally expensive. You can get like costume jewellery necklaces for $6,000. It's insane, right? Beautiful, but very expensive. However, what are the cheapest items they make? Ring-a-ding-ding! They've just come out with bag charms for under $1,000. Still ridiculous, but in the world of Schiaparelli, the least ridiculous. And whilst they do have an offering of small leather goods, their brooches feel like a good, quote, like, introductory piece and value for money, because in the same way that, maybe not the YSL one, but in the same way that the Loewe anagram brooch is popular, it's also because it's not that well known of a logo. Honestly, outside of like fashion, if you showed, I don't think Nee would know. I don't think Nee would know that. Hold on a second. Sorry?
I don't know.
Wait, no. Stick with it. Stay with your chest. It's Loewe, but good. You tried. Case in point, he just thought that was the Louboutin logo. Exactly. In the same way that the Loewe one has that sort of like, it brings an embellishment to a look or to whatever it is that you might be wearing it on. Because Schiaparelli has a lot of these motifs and sort of little, like, it'll be a nose or an ear or whatever. That, if you know, you know, but also carries a lot of weight in terms of a statement. Like, they're these really great chunky golden pieces that can add a lot to a look without making it feel like, oh, here's a logo that I'm slapping on my left lapel, right? That's another accessory that I see as a gateway drug. That's what we're talking about, isn't it? Luxury gateway drugs. There we go. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree. If you have some of these pieces and, you know, it's been because those are the ones that are most attainable and justifiable to you in terms of value or whatever it is. Let me know what you think. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. In the words of my father.
If you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.